regular meeting of the Board of Adjustment of the Township of Franklin has been provided. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Betterbid. Ms. Gramman.
Here.
Mr. Johnson. Mr. McCracken.
Here.
Mr. Rich.
Here.
Mr. Shepherd. Mr. Caldwell. Mr. Rosenthal.
Here.
Mr. Reese.
Yep.
Ms. Bergalio.
Here.
Chairman Thomas.
Here. We'll we have the minutes of the regular meeting, September 18th, 2014. If there are no additions or corrections, we'll have a motion for approval.
Move it.
Second.
Move we approve it.
Ms. Gramman.
Yes.
Mr. McCracken.
Yes.
Mr. Rich.
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal.
Yes.
Ms. Bergalio.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Resolutions, CAM Development, ZBA 14-00005.
I guess I should probably tell you who's eligible to vote, so. Ms. Grauman, Mr. Rich, and Ms. Bergalio. That's all we have, those.
Move it.
Second.
Ms. Grauman,
Yes.
Mr. Rich.
Yes.
Ms. Bergalio.
Yes.
Chinese Christian Church, ZBA 14-00008.
It's the
Move
same
it.
bunch.
Same people.
Move it.
Second.
Ms. Grauman,
Yes.
Mr. Rich.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, Joel can vote, but Ms. Bergalio can't vote. Mr. Reese.
Yes.
Ramirez, ZBA 14-00012.
All right. Everyone I think who's here is,
I move to accept.
Second.
Ms. Grauman,
Yes.
Mr. McCracken,
Yes.
Mr. Rich,
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal,
Yes.
Ms. Bergalio,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Dorsagna, ZBA 14-00013.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, Ms. Grauman,
Yes.
Mr. McCracken,
Yes.
Mr. Rich,
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal,
Yes.
Ms. Bergalio,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Vouchers, October, November retainers, 1730. Hague, 195. Other various matters, 540. Or if there are no questions, have a motion to approve.
Move
I
it.
move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The certificate of non-conforming pre-existing condition, Thomas J. Plonka, carried to December 18th, 2014. No further notification. First hearing, Judith Seuss, ZBA 14-00017, hardship variance in which the applicant's proposing an addition to the home and adding a bay to the garage at 7 Sunset Avenue, Princeton, Block 21, lots 5 and 6, 17 and 18, and R40 zone.
Mr. Chairman, just a brief overview. As the chairman pointed out, the applicant is going to propose an addition to their home and expansion of the garage. There's a couple existing variances that we would need to memorialize. There's a lot area and a lot frontage. There's also an existing shed that's not involved in this application that has a setback. The one new variance is the side yard setback for the garage, where 25 foot is the minimum and 12.4 is proposed.
Okay. Can you please make sure the microphone's on, which it probably isn't? So there's two switches, I think. Is there one on the bottom?
You want to bring it up, because one of us can bring it up. One of us. There you go.
Thank you. Good evening.
Okay, so once you get seated, I'm just going to swear you in. If you will raise your right hand for me, do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I see.
And your name for the record?
Judith Seuss.
Okay. Mr. Chairman?
Okay. With everything, when it's all said and done, the only thing we're really hearing is a side yard setback, which amounts to about 12 and a half feet, correct?
Yeah, that is true.
And you're intending to, this is a result of adding an addition to the existing garage, correct?
Speak.
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
Is there any way you can, 13 or 14 feet's probably a lot in that space. Is it your testimony that part of the reason is the narrowness of the lot?
Yes.
And it's also slightly irregular shape too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's on an angle, so that the further you go towards the back, the closer you are to the setback because of the angle of the property.
Any possible place you can, is there any room to shift things, move them around, or,
No, we tried.
so this,
If we would bring it further closer to the street, then that would be the problem.
so this is the only thing that works for the addition to
Yes.
this existing garage?
Yes, and the neighbor's
Leaves-
house is the exact same way.
And
They
it leaves
cannot,
this variance.
yes.
How far is your neighbor's house from where the garage would be?
I don't know exactly in feet. It's a little bit further, the next door neighbors. But my other neighbor's garage is exactly to the side of the lot, to ours.
Is the same distance, it's got the same
Yeah.
side yard?
Yes, they have a variance for that too, just like that.
Have you spoken to your
Yes,
the
I've
neighbor
spoken
who's
to all the
affected?
neighbors. Yes,
And that neighbor has no
no,
problem with
they
your
don't have
proposed-
any issues.
Anybody else have any questions?
What do you have in the garage? Just a car? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
What's in the garage?
The
do you-
now,
Yeah.
it's very small. The car doesn't fit.
Okay.
So the garage is being expanded to fit the car?
Yes, to actually fit at least the car and a little more space for a little storage.
Anything else? All right, well, as a token, we'll open to the public. And do either of you want to ask a question or make a comment about this? And we'll close. If no one needs any further information, I would entertain a motion.
Well, I'd like to make a comment, which is something that I had spoken to Mr. Dominack about. The engineering report asks for a whole lot of site plan information, which I think is just totally not necessary, and I would suggest that we
Yeah.
waive
Yeah,
those site plan requirements.
Yep, there's only a few of them that they need for, like, the drainage or something, I forget, but yes, that's, typically you waive most of those for the smaller applications.
And with that, we would assume that you would be going over with the applicant what actually needs to be done. in the
Yes.
procedure. Right? Would there be a motion?
I move the approval of this application with that amendment. The site plan requirements be waived, subject to Mr. Dominack's review as to what is actually necessary for this application.
Second.
Any discussion? Hold the board.
Ms. Grumman,
Yes?
Mr. McCracken.
Yes.
Mr. Rich.
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal.
Yes.
Mr. Reese.
Yes.
Ms. Pagalia.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Good luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Annette Bomber, ZBA 14-00016, hardship variance in which the applicant's proposing an addition to the home at 86 Rodney Avenue, Somerset, Block 248, lots 39, 40, R7 zone.
Well, Mr. Chairman, if you thought the last one was easy, this is an application for 57-square-foot addition. There's several existing variances. The total side yard and the side yard setback don't change, but it goes on the exact same line. It's an expansion of the same line, so they need that because the addition is going further, even though it's just as close, so.
Okay, so let me swear you in, whoever, are you both going to speak or just one, or? Okay. So you can both raise your right hand at the same time. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth? You actually have to
Yes, I
vocalize
do.
that. And tell us, just for the record, who you are,
Annette Bamer,
okay?
Mike McQuay from McQuay Construction LLC.
Okay. Spell your last name for me, sir.
MC
Yep.
QUAY.
Thank you.
You know, I don't even know where to start for 57 square feet. I don't either. It's basically adding nothing to the, in terms of,
This will be the third one I've done on this block.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what are you going to be doing with that 57 square feet?
It's going to be it's a downstairs bathroom and shower for an 89-year-old handicapped woman.
Oh, I don't know whether we could.
I spoke to your neighbor. He has no problem with it at all.
I did his mother's, so.
You did his mother?
So this will be the third one. I did 90 Rodney, I did 84 Rodney, and 86 is right between both of them. And we've been waiting a good while to
does
start
anybody
this.
really think they need anything?
Well, what is the variance? The side yard setback?
It's a side yard and total side yard because of the way that the house is, it's just continuing the same setback.
If you look
Right.
at the
Right.
survey here, just,
It's just straight.
I mean, while we're talking about this, this might be something for the annual report to note, you know,
Well, yeah, I see what you're talking about, yep,
maybe the ordinance could
Anything else?
account for something like that.
right.
We'll dispense with opening to the public since there is no general public.
Okay.
Unless the reporter wants, Franklin reporter has a question. We'll open, close, and ask for a motion.
I make the motion with the similar caveat that any site plan requirements be waived.
I'm on mute.
Second?
Second.
Ms. Grumman,
Yes?
Mr. McCracken,
Yes.
Mr. Rich,
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal,
Yes.
Mr. Reese,
Yes.
Mr. McGallo,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes, and good luck with that. I'm almost sorry you had to come out on a night like this.
Can I ask you one question? We have 2 weeks to wait for a resolution back before they start reviewing the permits again?
No, you can submit for your permit. For the smaller ones, the board allows.
They already,
You-
everything's already in.
Yeah, we can start reviewing that
You
then.
guys will start reviewing them? Good.
Yep.
They're in. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks.
Cheryl, it's been a pleasure.
Okay, we'll entertain a motion for adjournments.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, meeting adjourned.
Should we throw this out?